What's shaking YouTube? It's your boy Graybeard Gamer, bringing you our very first ever live commentary tips video. Today we're going to talk about how to improve your ekia, your KD, or whichever you want to call it, how to cycle your score streaks, how to stay alive longer, and basically how to be a better player. But before we get into that, make sure you smack that like button. If it's your first time watching one of my videos, make sure you subscribe. We're going to have lots of tip videos, best class setups, gun reviews, anything and everything we can do to make you the best Black Ops 4 player that you can be. And I know you came here for the tips, so let's go ahead and jump into a match. The first important decision that you're going to make when you jump into a match is going to be the specialist that you use. The reason being is because that's going to dictate really the style of play that you're going to have. Are you going to be a support like using Crash, or are you going to be more of an aggressive player and use like Battery or Prophet? So right now I've chosen to use Battery for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to use Battery because it allows me to play somewhat aggressive. That's horrible aim. It allows me to play somewhat aggressive, but not overly aggressive. I don't have to be right up on top of the objective in order to... What the heck? That guy was lagging big time. In order to knock people off of a spot. I don't have to be right on top of B in order to get somebody off of B, if that makes sense. So that's why I chose Battery. The next thing is... I'm kind of making a mistake right here, because if you want to improve your KD, you don't want to try to take an objective by yourself. That's the last thing really that you want to do, because you're kind of putting yourself in a bad spot. Now I know they're spawning back here, or I know there's somebody back here spawning. He's a AFK guy, but I've already got to my UAV, so that's going to help. As long as they leave the UAV up in the air for a minute, I know this guy. We got people going this way. He might be coming back this way. So I took him out. And really all I'm worried about is getting your bloodthirsties and your merciless. Because honestly, if you can get bloodthirsties and merciless medals repeatedly throughout matches, you're going to improve your KD. You can't help but do that. So I'm trying to get the bloodthirsty because I can't do anything until I have that. I'm at my bloodthirsty now. Got my sniper's nest now, so I can go ahead and throw that up there. I don't know where people are spawning at, so that's the thing. I'm trying to look at my mini-map, which is pretty much useless at this point, but I do see there's a red dot over here. Got him, took him out. Now I want to stop and heal for a second. I'm out of ammo already. So what weapons do you have? So I'm right now, I've got to slow it down just a little bit because I'm almost out of ammo here. There will be people. I knew it. There'll be a guy right there. Now I got my strike team. I'm gonna bring them up. I'm gonna reload this. I don't really care too much for the swordfish, mostly because not that the swordfish is not a good weapon, because it is a good weapon, but I'm not good with it, and you want to use a weapon that you're good with. So I'm trying to take A here. I'd like to get back through my score streaks if I can. So far so good. Everything's going well. Let's just take a quick look. Right now I'm 18-0. So if you're looking to improve your scores, your KD, this is the way to do it, fellas. You take your time. You patrol back and forth in an area. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've just kind of gone back and forth in an area. I have not varied from that too much. So they're taking A right now, which is good for me because now I know where they're at. They took A. I don't mind them taking A at this point because it allows me to come back over here. They got to be spawning in this area somewhere. Now at this point my teammates are taking all locations. We've got somebody at C, we've got somebody at A. So the spawns are going to be jacked up. So here's what you have to, this is where it gets dangerous. They should be spawning somewhere near A right now, because there's nobody over here. So we just have to be careful, because over here is a spawn for this map, and back over here is the spawn for A as well. So it's already at halftime. We're at 22-0 halftime. So all I'm doing is trying to improve my KD. I'm not trying to get a nuke. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm trying to stay alive. My focus is on staying alive, because the longer I stay alive, the better my KD is going to be. And I'm playing methodical. I'm not camping. I'm not playing super slow. I'm back and forth to an area. If I was playing with a group of people that knew each other, we would leave one of the flags uncapped, like A or C, and we would have them spawn trap. But unfortunately, I'm playing with a lot of random players, and I guess they believe the more you capture, the better. So, like I said, right now, I'll probably pick up the pace slightly and start patrolling over in this area. It's going to be a little bit more active and harder to stay alive without dying over here, but that's what I'm going for. And of course, I'm staying near a teammate, but not with a teammate, and that will allow me to use them as a diversion or a decoy if I need to. I know they're taking A, so we have C available to us, and thank goodness I wasn't the first one on C, because I would have died. We got all locations. Oh, they took. I saw a red dot here somewhere. They took A, so it's no big deal. I'm glad they took A. I'm gonna have to start pushing it a little bit, because I do want to kind of push it, so I can cycle my score streaks again. It's frustrating when you capture over and over again all three flags. When you trip cap teams, it's tough. It's very tough. And of course, I'm playing on a team that's apparently pretty darn good, because we're trip capping with relative ease here. Now I could go ahead and, they have B. I could go ahead. Was that a bad guy? It was. Oh my gosh, I tried to slide there. So right now I'm 23-1. That's disappointing, because I did not play that very well. But all I'm doing is just trying to run back and forth in an area. It doesn't matter which side, someplace I'm comfortable with. I know they just capped that, so they're going to be coming out here. Again, strafe back and forth so that you're not putting yourself in a bad spot. But I'm focused on staying alive. They will be spawning in this direction over here if they're coming at all. But they've got A and C so far, which I'm fine with. But I don't know if you saw that, but there was an enemy over there. So they will probably be coming this direction, or maybe not, because we don't seem to be going after C very well. So just trying to watch, go on another streak. Honestly, the Bloodthirsties and the Merciless are where they're at. If you can get Bloodthirsties and Merciless before you die, you're going to certainly improve your KD. I didn't finish that guy off, so that's my bad, but that's where it's at. And apparently they're spawning over here on the other side of C, so this is where I need to be. So I'm coming back. Oh, here they come. Enemy UAV, so they know I'm here. He's going to be here somewhere. Oh, that didn't work out very well, did it? That didn't work out well for him. I know there'll be people coming. So, like I said, my focus is staying alive. Oh, that ain't what I want to do. Got him. Now I've got some support coming from my teammates and the UAV up. So let's see where the bad guys are at. Their spawn flips, so we can take this. We need some support from our teammates though, because I feel nervous anytime I'm capping by myself. But this is it, fellas. This is it. Just back and forth, back and forth. You don't camp in an area. You run an area. You run it back and forth. You run it back and forth, because that's going to help you understand where the enemies are. It's going to help you keep them on one side of you, which is really all you want. You want to be able to keep your enemies on one side, not multiple sides where they could come from any direction. You want to keep them on one side. We're losing A right now. I feel like the enemies. Yep. That's what I thought. See? Bloodthirsties. Just cycle those bloodthirsties, baby. Got it. Got my sniper's nest. Of course, the match is almost over, so it's not going to matter much. But as you can see, 31-2. If you're looking to improve your KD, that's exactly how you do it, guys. You pick the right specialist, you pick the right weapon, and you run an area back and forth. That way the enemy, you know what side the enemy's going to be on most of the time. I should have had a flawless in that game. I just screwed that up. I did not play that right. If I'd have pulled out my grenade launcher at that point, I could have taken him out and probably taken the other guy out and been well on my way to possibly a nuclear. But you don't have to have a nuclear. All you need to have is you need to cycle those bloodthirsties or merciless or ruthless, relentless, whatever. As long as you can get those repeatedly through a match, your KD is going to go through the roof. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Graybeard Gamer. Make sure you subscribe. There's lots of tip videos coming up. I'm out.